Welcome back, everybody, to the Daily Racing Show here at Race Plaza Media. My name is Milan, and today's Thursday, so that means I'm going to break down everything that you can watch racing related this upcoming weekend. Let's get into it. All right, so before we get started, quick disclaimer, all of this information that I'm going to provide you today and more, you can find on our website. You can download our free racing calendar where we break down everything that you can watch. So what you can watch, when you can watch it, and where you can watch it. And very, very important, this calendar is free. You don't need to leave an email, nothing. You just click on it, you download it on your phone, and you figure out what you can watch. Very, very easy. Now that I plugged that, let's get into it. This upcoming weekend, actually very interesting. We don't have any of the big series that I follow racing this upcoming weekend. So no Formula One, no MotoGP. That, however, is actually a really, really good thing because that gives me plenty of time to watch other things. For example, if you're a big fan of GT racing, we have a lot of GT racing this upcoming weekend. Starting off, we have three different types of IMSA races this upcoming weekend. We have the IMSA Pilot Challenge, we have the IMSA VP Racing Sports Car Challenge, and IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. So if you're a fan of IMSA, check that out. Lots and lots of cool racing over there. When it comes to GT racing, we have, of course, more GT racing, as I promised. We have the British GT Championship, Italian GT Championship. So, as I said, lots and lots of GT racing. Moving on from the GT Champion GT racing, we do also have the Mazda MX-5 Cup. So, if you're a big fan of either the Mazda Cup in general or the car, it is going into round 9 and 10 this upcoming weekend. So make sure not to miss out on that. Also, we have, of course, NASCAR Cup Series and NASCAR Xfinity returning this upcoming weekend. But if you're like, listen, I don't like tin top cars, I want some open wheel action, what do you have? We, as I said, we don't have Formula One, but we do have GB4 Championship, GB3 Championship, the IndyCar Series, as well as Indy NXT Series returning this upcoming weekend. We also have the F4 Italian Championship, as well as the Formula 4 British Championship returning this upcoming weekend. And I highly recommend checking those out if you are an open seat racing fan, because it is very, very competitive. There's lots and lots of on track action, even though they don't have a push to pass system or DRS. It is still very, very competitive, and it literally anything can happen up until the last minute. I've watched a fair share of Formula 4 races now, and they're very, very competitive. And especially a lot of those racers that you see, let's say, participating in the Formula 4 British Championship, you also see in other racing series. So it's a really, really great way to get to know rookies and drivers in general that you'll then recognize across other series. However, moving on from that, we also, of course, have some two-wheel racing action this upcoming weekend. We have the Superbike World Championship returning. We have the Super Sport 300 World Championship returning. We have AMA Pro Motocross going into its next round this upcoming weekend. We also have which I'm very interested in watching, the FIM Women's Circuit Racing World Championship going into round 2 this upcoming weekend. Also, Moto America, the Moto America Superbike Speedfest is this upcoming weekend. And speaking of festivals, the last thing I wanted to bring up is that this upcoming weekend is also the Goodwood Festival of Speed. It is a very, very cool festival all about cars and racing and speed that takes place once a year in England. You see a lot of actually famous faces also participating in those. And they have one event that I really, really love, which is the like a sprint up the hill type of race. And essentially you have everything from a car built like 80 years ago to a completely electric car racing a certain section of a street, and they take down the best times. And it's very, very cool because once again you see all sorts of different cars, all sorts of different people racing, and it's very, very exciting. So make sure to check it out. Yeah, very, very cool. They also, I don't know if they will have the live broadcast on YouTube, but I know last year they uploaded it. So they usually upload the whole festival or races on YouTube. So once again, make sure to check that out. And I think that will wrap up everything that I have to say this for this week. Of course, there's many more racing events that are happening, so make sure to check out the calendar for that. Let me know in the comments down below what you'll be watching. I know I'm gonna watch motocross. I've been trying to watch it for a while now, but I haven't really found the time. But now I have the time because there's no other racing, big racing series happening this weekend that I follow. Then I wanted to see if I can catch Formula 4 British Championship. Those races are usually, they're less than 30 minutes or right around 30 minutes, so they're very easy to watch. I wanted to check out the women's circuit racing and of course, the Goodwood Festival of Speed. So yeah, plenty of things to watch. Let me know, and as always, like and subscribe, and I will be seeing you guys on Saturday here at the Daily Racing Show for more. Thanks for tuning in.